50 Cent is one of my favorite rappers all time, right? Like growing up during my childhood years, I watched the rise of 50 Cent. Like 50 Cent mania happened in real time for me to actually see and saw how the world gravitated to him, myself included as a 11-year-old boy, right? I'm talking about I was buying G Unit clothing, G Unit, I was buying the video games he had, I was buying the albums. I was all in on 50 Cent Mania, right? And I love the Power TV shows that he has, helped create with Courtney Kemp. I'm a big fan of it still, right? 50 has a brilliant mind. But I'm hearing that he is doing a documentary on Diddy. Like I'm hearing he is actually the one doing a documentary, and I think he sold the rights to Netflix. To me, although 50 one of my favorite rappers, this is just corny to me. It's just too much, right? Now I know some of y'all gonna say, well, 50 is in the business of making money. He's in the business of making, doing media type stuff. But to me, this is just generational. Like, you just really hate this man. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, you despise that man so much, you want to actually, like, make a documentary to get more people to add to his demise. And I'm not giving Diddy a pass for the things that he's accused of doing. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not giving him no passes for the stuff that we saw him do to Cassie at all, right? But to me, for Fifth to be the one doing it, is a lot. That's a bit much to me. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's like, damn. Do you hate dude that much? You really want to be the one to make the documentary, to put it all together, to like, I don't know. And again, I've spoken out about certain things that Diddy has done before, the whole how he did Shine bogus. You feel me? I talked about the Cassie situation. I've talked about certain things with the making a band artist. But to me though, it's just like 50 got he got it on extra gear. He got an extra in overdrive for Diddy. Like he want to eliminate all traces of Diddy the same way he got the same amount of animus to Diddy that he had against Ja Rule. And to me, that's kind of confusing to me, but I know, wait. And I know y'all gonna say, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm telling y'all, Fifth always used to poke fun at Diddy, but it went to overdrive after we found out he was kicking it with Daphne Joy, 50's baby mama. After that, I feel like 50 upped the ante. Like his hate and fury for Diddy increased times 10. Like, listen, man. I seen it, of course, man, dudes, especially with a woman that they got a baby with and all of that, I think he felt the way about that. He did, and he like, yo, he out here kicking it around with my baby mama. Oh, I'm about to really get him up out of here. Because to me, it really don't make sense. If you're going to have Quincy, Diddy's adoptive son or son, right? Don't come on here talking about some, oh, that ain't Diddy's son, it's I'll be sure son. We know it, right? Of course, right? But Diddy legally adopted Quincy, raised Quincy. While Al B. Shore was, I don't know, doing whatever he was doing. And he admittedly was like separate and doing like kind of like not around for Quincy in a lot of ways during the time that Kim was with Diddy and all of that, right? So anyway, regardless, Diddy calls him his son, Quincy calls him his father, his adoptive father, whatever. You gonna have Quincy in Raising Canaan to turn around and just go in overdrive and pow it all on Diddy. That don't make sense. Why would you want to have his son in the show? Like, you know what I mean? That's why I feel like the extra animus came after we saw pictures of Diddy kicking it with Daphne Joy. And I feel like it went to another level. Now, a lot of y'all gonna believe these rappers when they say they don't care about no chick, they don't give no F about no B, they be lying. People are human, and I believe 50 definitely cared about Daphne Joy. That wasn't no little jump off for him. That was his woman that he really loved and really liked, right? That's why he gave her his seed. You know what I mean? And even though he said, oh, we agreed you wanted another baby too, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think he really cared about Daphne Joy for real. And whatever happened, for whatever reason, they broke up, and I don't think he never thought she would move on to a dude he used to poke fun at. That's what makes it worse. A dude 50 used to clown all the time and make fun about Puff being gay and call Puff all out his name and call him all type of fruit pops. uh 50 probably was joking like that around the house with Daphne Joy, joking about Diddy. And to see your woman that you got a baby with running around with the same dude you used to clown, the same dude you used to call all type of names, to see her kicking it with him, it would make you feel away. Yeah, it will make you feel away. And I believe that's what really happened. Because it just, to me, yeah, yes, the other news outlets are going to, and 50, because to me, 50 can make a lot of money doing a lot of different things. The Power universe is driving in a lot of big money for Fifth. Fifth can continue Power for 20 years and people still going to watch it. We can watch Power till Tariq is 39, 40 years old. People still going to be watching it, right? He can keep doing all different types of spinoffs and prequels. And if it's well written, people are going to gravitate to it. Hell, people still running the BMF. And BMF is not that good like that. It's entertaining, it's funny, but it's really not. It ain't close to Power to me. You know what I mean? Now, people going to try to say it because they didn't brought rappers like Lil Durk in there and all of that, recently. But no, right? But anyway, 50 can do a lot of different shows and a lot of different... he can do a lot of different media, other types of media to get bread instead of him being the one doing the one on Diddy. You can leave that to any other person to do the documentary on Diddy. Why, Fifth, why you want to be the one to do it? Why you want to be the one to engage and really, really, like, expedite his downfall? You really want to be the one to put it all together? To me, that just feel corny to me. That just feel like, you know what I mean? And I know y'all gonna say, man, well, justice for these women don't have a corniness to it. I hear y'all, but does Fifth really, I'm not saying Fifth is a bad guy, but Fifth's motives behind this. Do y'all think it's really to get justice for the women involved and really, like, to show the world what, like, Puff was a monster? Or is it to really humiliate Puff? And to drive it home, like, to really, like, irritate Puff and make Puff and make Puff feel it, to rake Puff through the coals. I think it really got more to do with that than to get justice for the actual alleged victims. You know what I mean? Or for the victim that we saw, Cassie, for sure, right? I don't think Fifth really is in it for that. I think he really want to make Diddy feel like, yo, Fifth is making your world crumble all around you. He really wants to be the one to, expedite his demise for real. And I believe, because again, he always poked fun. He always would make fun of Diddy. But again, the animus started to feel a little bit more animosity in the attacks after we saw him, some footage of him and Daphne Joy together kicking it or whatever. You know what I mean? Because Puff was with all these rap. Like, Puff was kissing on, what's her boy name? Trayvon Diggs' baby mama and Future baby mama and Bow Wow baby mama. What's the girl name, man? Joey Chavez. He was walking around with all these different girls, Young Miami and what's the dude name? Southside. He ain't like that at all either. So yeah, but Southside really couldn't do nothing, because allegedly Puff got them dudes around him that do a lot of work for him allegedly. But yeah, I just feel like, man, to me, Fifth being the one to do the documentary is just extra petty. And it's too much. It's too much, man. Like, that at this point, why you hate him this bad, Fifth? Like, what did he, like, for real? Does it got to do with Daphne Joy? Because it did seem a little weird to me, y'all. Anybody else can do this documentary. Fifth, why you got to be the one to do it? It's just, I don't know, man. And I'm a fan of Fifth saying